Waheguru Ji Ka Khalsa, Waheguru Ji Ki Fateh. My name is Muktnoor Kaur, and I'm a transcreator and commentary writer for the Guru Granth Sahib project. We're excited to announce the release of Patti, revealed by Guru Amar Das Sahib, a composition set in Rag Asa, a musical mode of hope and devotion that promises a transcendence away from our customary desires and towards a true yearning for IkOankar, the divine within. The title of this composition, Patti, literally refers to the Gurmukhi tablet. Culturally, Patti is known as the wooden writing tablet on which children would practice writing the alphabet. But it is also a popular genre of poetry in Punjabi language. Though digital tablets have found their way into classrooms and backpacks worldwide today, earlier, for students, wooden tablets were conventional. Wooden tablets were notoriously hard to clean, but the repetitions of the alphabet and the complexity in erasing them reinforced the lesson. The message is conveyed to our minds using the Gurmukhi letters as the vehicles of knowledge transfer, and Guru Amar Das Sahib uses alliteration beautifully to impart wisdom and understanding through the Shabad. I wanted to dwell on the Rahau line since that's where the main idea of the composition can be found. Man, aisa lekha tu ki padya? Lekha dena tere sir rehya. And our team transcripts this as, "Oh mind, what kind of accounting have you studied? What is the use of education if the account of your deeds is still not settled? If the debt of your deeds is still looming over your head?" Delivering the message through a series of Gurmukhi letters, Guru Amar Das Sahib begins the conversation with the mind here. He asks, what is the reason for the debt of our deeds that exists on the head? Despite the studies, knowledge acquisition, and education, why was there a lesson not learned that could settle this debt? With no visible learning and the accounts of our actions looming over our heads, the learner and the learned within us both are expected to justify the amount of hours we spent in imparting, preaching, and laboriously studying in our lifetime. If there is no insight, no learning, no application, no discovery, and at the end, if the accounts on our forehead are still pending, then we may want to assess the value of the pages of notes we collect akin to everything we accumulate in our lives. We are encouraged to assess our actions along the lines of superficiality and performativity. Anything done without intention and something which lacks experiential wisdom easily becomes trivial. Guru Amar Das Sahib leads us to a significant question. Are education and learning one and the same? If learning and education are not equals, what can we change so that our knowledge becomes a boon and not a burden? I also wanted to briefly touch upon this particular word that felt significant to me when I was reflecting on the composition. The word is Gur Prasad, meaning the grace of the Guru, mentioned in the 11th couplet of this composition. Pabbeh pabjal dubho moodeh, maya vich galtan paya, Gur Prasadi eko jane, ek kadi mein par paya. We are guided on how to recognize the wisdom and discover grace in the chaos. We are accustomed to assume that grace is something that belongs to some mythical looking being in the sky and that being will relieve us all of our problems. But here we learn that grace never meant to be outside of us. Grace is not external, grace is within us. We are both a product and sign of grace itself. Grace is the one light, IkOankar. Grace has always been, is now, and forever will be. It is ever present. We only need to recognize it. Grace is the clarity of experiencing, feeling, and connecting with the One in a deeply personal and unique way. Gur Prasadi inspired me to redefine grace for myself, leaving behind any definitions that hold me back. In moments like these, we are all inspired to let go of the veils and walls that keep us from seeing the one. Without searching for the right answer in these instant moments, we are rescued. In order to discover grace in our lives, we ought to pause and reflect. What does grace look like to us? When have we felt it? And what was different about those moments? That's what I've been thinking about with this composition. I hope you all spend some time with it. As usual, there are word definitions, footnotes, translation, and transcreation, along with commentary for you all to explore and hopefully discuss. Waheguru Ji Ka Khalsa, Waheguru Ji Ki Fateh.